Hamilton has delivered a tremendous message to the members of his new team at Ferrari. Stay until the end to see his epic reaction. Lewis Hamilton's decision to join Ferrari is a transformative event in the history of Formula One, not merely a career move but a moment charged with symbolism, ambition, and the potential to alter the course of both a driver's legacy and a team's fortunes. Hamilton's career has been one defined by unparalleled success, relentless ambition, and a level of performance that has often seemed untouchable. His years at Mercedes yielded an era of dominance that saw him equal Michael Schumacher's record of 7 world championships and break countless records along the way. The partnership between Hamilton and Mercedes became the gold standard in Formula One, a combination of engineering brilliance and driver excellence that redefined what was possible in the sport. Yet even amidst this extraordinary success, the allure of Ferrari lingered, a dream that has captivated drivers for decades. To join Ferrari is not merely to drive for a team but to become part of a myth, to step into a role that carries the weight of history, expectation, and an almost spiritual connection to the sport itself. The decision to leave Mercedes, a team with which Hamilton has shared so much success, is itself a testament to his unyielding drive to challenge himself and reach for new heights. At Mercedes, Hamilton had achieved a level of consistency and dominance that many could only dream of. The team's ability to innovate and adapt to the ever-changing regulations of Formula One ensured that they remained at the forefront of the sport for nearly a decade. For Hamilton, the familiarity of the Mercedes garage, the trust built with the engineers, and the culture of excellence that defined the team were factors that could have easily persuaded him to stay. Yet Hamilton has always been a driver who thrives on new challenges, and the opportunity to join Ferrari presented him with the ultimate test. A chance to prove that his greatness is not confined to one team or one era but is a quality that transcends circumstances. Subscribe so Lewis Hamilton can win his 8th Formula One World Championship. Ferrari represents something unique in the world of Formula One. It is a team steeped in history, with a legacy that stretches back to the very inception of the championship. The prancing horse emblem is more than just a logo. It is a symbol of passion, heritage, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. For decades, Ferrari has been the dream destination for drivers, a place where careers are defined and legends are born. The team's history is filled with moments of triumph and heartbreak, a reflection of the high stakes and immense pressure that come with representing the Scuderia. For Hamilton, joining Ferrari is not just about chasing another championship. It is about becoming part of a legacy that transcends sport and connects with something deeper, a shared global fascination with speed, innovation, and the human spirit. The challenges that await Hamilton at Ferrari are monumental. In recent years, the team has struggled to recapture the form that made them a dominant force in the early 2000s under Michael Schumacher's leadership. Strategic errors, inconsistent car performance, and internal politics have often undermined their efforts to return to the top. Hamilton's arrival brings with it a level of experience, insight, and leadership that could prove pivotal in addressing these issues. Known for his ability to provide detailed and actionable feedback to engineers, Hamilton's input could help Ferrari refine their car's performance and close the gap to rivals like Red Bull. His presence also brings a level of credibility and confidence that could inspire the entire organization to raise its game. The dynamic within Ferrari's driver lineup is another aspect that adds intrigue to this move. Charles Leclerc, widely regarded as one of the most talented drivers of his generation, has been the team's focal point in recent years. His performances have often been stellar, but the addition of Hamilton introduces a new level of competition within the team. Managing the relationship between these two drivers will be a delicate balancing act for Ferrari's leadership. While the potential for friction exists, there is also the possibility that the presence of a driver like Hamilton could push Leclerc to new heights and create a partnership that elevates the team's overall performance. Subscribe so Lewis Hamilton can win his 8th Formula One World Championship. Hamilton's decision to join Ferrari is also a story of legacy. For all his accomplishments, there remains a sense that conquering Ferrari would add a new dimension to his already extraordinary career. To succeed with Ferrari, a team that carries both the highest expectations and the heaviest burdens, would cement Hamilton's status as one of the greatest figures not only in Formula One but in the broader world of sport. It is a challenge that requires not only skill and determination but also resilience, patience, and an ability to navigate the complexities of a team that is as much a cultural institution as it is a racing outfit. The commercial implications of this move are equally significant. Hamilton is not just a driver, he is a global icon, a figure who transcends the boundaries of sport to influence fashion, music, and social issues. His move to Ferrari, a brand with unparalleled global recognition, creates a partnership that is as compelling off the track as it is on it. The combination of Hamilton's star power and Ferrari's iconic status has the potential to attract a new audience to Formula One, further elevating the sport's profile and expanding its reach. The image of Hamilton in Ferrari red is one that will resonate far beyond the confines of the paddock, capturing the imagination of fans and casual observers alike. There is also an element of risk in this move, a recognition that greatness is often forged in the crucible of adversity. Ferrari's history is filled with stories of drivers who arrived with high hopes only to leave disillusioned by the team's inability to deliver on its promise. Hamilton is no stranger to pressure, but the intensity of representing Ferrari is something else entirely. The scrutiny, the expectations, and the constant comparisons to the legends who came before him create an environment that can be as challenging as the racing itself. Yet it is precisely this challenge that makes the move so compelling. Hamilton has always been a driver who thrives under pressure, who finds motivation in proving doubters wrong and defying expectations. Subscribe so Lewis Hamilton can win his 8th Formula One World Championship. Ultimately, Hamilton's move to Ferrari is a story that captures the essence of what makes Formula One so compelling. It is a narrative rich with history, drama, and the pursuit of greatness. It is a reminder that sport is not just about numbers or statistics, but about the human stories that unfold on the world's biggest stage. For Hamilton, this is not just a new chapter. It is a chance to write a new book, to redefine what is possible, and to leave a legacy that will endure long after the final checkered flag. Whether this journey ends in triumph or heartbreak, it will be remembered as one of the most significant moments in the history of Formula One, a testament to the power of ambition, the allure of the impossible, and the unrelenting pursuit of excellence. Subscribe so Lewis Hamilton can win his 8th Formula One World Championship. Ferrari is not just a name in Formula One, it is the beating heart of the sport, a legacy so deeply intertwined with its history that separating the two is almost unimaginable. Since its inception, Ferrari has represented the pinnacle of ambition, a team built on the unwavering vision of Enzo Ferrari, who sought not just to compete but to dominate, to transcend the boundaries of racing and create an identity that symbolized excellence, passion, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. This ethos is etched into every car, every race, every moment of triumph, and every devastating defeat. Ferrari is more than a racing team, it is a mythos, a dream that captures the imagination of fans worldwide, a symbol of what Formula One aspires to be at its very core. Over the decades, Ferrari has been both the protagonist and antagonist of countless stories, its name a constant in the ever-changing landscape of motorsport. From the shrill scream of its V12 engines in the golden age of racing to the complex hybrid power units of today, Ferrari has stood as a testament to innovation, tradition, and the spirit of competition. But the Ferrari story is not one of uninterrupted glory. It is a tapestry woven with threads of brilliance and heartbreak, a narrative shaped as much by its failures as by its successes. For every championship that brought the team to the pinnacle of the sport, there have been seasons of frustration, of opportunities missed by the narrowest of margins, of decisions that have haunted the team and its devoted fanbase. The glory days of Michael Schumacher, when Ferrari reigned supreme and established an era of dominance that seemed unassailable, are contrasted starkly with the struggles of the modern era. The years since have been a roller coaster, marked by fleeting moments of hope and stretches of bitter disappointment. Ferrari has battled not just its rivals on the track but also internal discord, strategic blunders, and the immense pressure that comes with being the most famous team in the sport. It is against this backdrop of history and expectation that Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari has ignited a wave of excitement and speculation like few events in recent memory. The 7-time world champion is a driver whose career has been defined by rewriting the record books, by pushing the limits of what is possible and cementing his legacy as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, to ever grace the sport. His decision to join Ferrari is a move that feels almost predestined, a union of two titanic forces in Formula One. Hamilton, a driver whose name is synonymous with success and resilience, and Ferrari, a team whose mystique and legacy transcend the sport itself, coming together represents a seismic moment that will be remembered for generations. For Hamilton, this is more than a career move, it is the realization of a dream he has held since childhood, a chance to etch his name into the history of a team that has meant so much to the sport he loves. For Ferrari, it is a declaration, a bold and unflinching statement that the team is ready to reclaim its place at the summit of Formula One, no matter the cost. Hamilton's arrival in Marinello was a spectacle that encapsulated the gravity of the moment. Fans lined the streets in a sea of Ferrari red, their cheers echoing through the historic town as Hamilton's car pulled up to the gates of the legendary factory. The atmosphere was electric, a palpable sense of history being written in real time. Inside the factory, the team awaited with a mix of excitement and anticipation, knowing that this was not just the arrival of a driver but the beginning of a new chapter. Hamilton's first steps into the heart of Ferrari were captured in images and videos that spread like wildfire, each moment dissected and celebrated by fans and media alike. His visit to Enzo Ferrari's office, a sacred space within the factory, was particularly poignant. As he stood in the room where the great man once dreamed of a team that would change the face of motorsport, the weight of the moment was clear. Hamilton later shared his thoughts in a post that resonated deeply, a reflection on the journey that had brought him to this point and the responsibility he now carried as a Ferrari driver. For Ferrari, Hamilton's signing is more than just a strategic move, it is a turning point, a catalyst for change. Over the past decade, the team has struggled to match the pace and consistency of its rivals, Red Bull and Mercedes. Despite flashes of brilliance and the undeniable talent of its drivers, Ferrari has often been its own worst enemy, undone by strategic errors, technical shortcomings, and the immense pressure to deliver. Hamilton's presence changes everything. He brings with him not only unparalleled skill and experience, but also a mentality that demands excellence in every aspect of the team's operation. From the engineers designing the car to the strategists on the pit wall, everyone at Ferrari knows that the margin for error has vanished. With Hamilton in the cockpit, the expectation is clear: nothing less than victory will suffice. As the 2025 season approaches, the anticipation surrounding Ferrari and Hamilton is reaching fever pitch. The challenges ahead are daunting. Red Bull's dominance, driven by Adrian Newey's engineering genius and the unrelenting pace of Max Verstappen, is a mountain that will not be easy to climb. Mercedes, too, remains a formidable force, with George Russell emerging as a star capable of leading the team into the future. But Ferrari is no stranger to adversity. The team has faced down giants before, and with Hamilton at the helm, it believes that anything is possible. The car, the team, the strategy, all must come together in perfect harmony for Ferrari to achieve the success it so desperately craves. For Hamilton, the stakes are equally high. An eighth Drivers' Championship, secured with Ferrari, would elevate him to a level of greatness unmatched in the sport's history, a fitting conclusion to a career defined by breaking barriers and defying expectations. The partnership between Hamilton and Ferrari is a story that transcends sport. It is a union of legacy and ambition, of history and the future, of a team and a driver both striving to write the next chapter of their incredible journeys. The road ahead will be fraught with challenges, but it is also filled with promise, with the potential for moments that will be remembered long after the engines have fallen silent. Together, Hamilton and Ferrari are embarking on a journey that is not just about winning races or championships but about creating a legacy that will endure, a testament to the power of dreams, determination, and the unyielding pursuit of greatness. For fans of Ferrari, of Hamilton, and of Formula One, this is a moment to savor, a story that promises to captivate and inspire in equal measure. The world watches and waits, knowing that what lies ahead could very well define the future of the sport itself. Lewis Hamilton's potential move to Ferrari represents not just a career shift but a seismic moment in the history of Formula One. The implications of such a transition extend far beyond the paddock, creating a ripple effect that would redefine the narrative of the sport for years to come. For Hamilton, a driver whose career has been defined by dominance, meticulous preparation, and a symbiotic relationship with Mercedes, the transition to Ferrari would thrust him into an environment that is as challenging as it is prestigious. Ferrari, the most iconic and storied team in Formula One, operates under a unique set of pressures, driven by its legacy, the unrelenting expectations of its tifosi, and the scrutiny of a global audience that views Ferrari not just as a racing team but as a cultural institution. Hamilton, having achieved unparalleled success with Mercedes, would find himself in a vastly different dynamic at Ferrari. At Mercedes, he has thrived in a stable and structured environment, characterized by a culture of calm professionalism and technical excellence. The Mercedes team, under Toto Wolff's leadership, has fostered an atmosphere of trust, innovation, and collaboration that allowed Hamilton to extract the maximum performance from his car while focusing on his craft. At Ferrari, however, the landscape is markedly different. The Scuderia's internal dynamics have often been turbulent, marked by frequent changes in leadership, high-pressure decision-making, and a deeply ingrained sense of tradition that sometimes clashes with modern methodologies. Adapting to this environment will require Hamilton to draw upon every ounce of his experience, resilience, and adaptability. One of the most significant challenges Hamilton will face is the loss of his longtime race engineer, Peter Bonington, whose calm demeanor, strategic brilliance, and deep understanding of Hamilton's driving style have been instrumental in his success. Over their years together, Bono has been more than an engineer. he has been a trusted confidant and a stabilizing presence during the most intense moments of Hamilton's career. At Ferrari, Hamilton would need to establish a new working relationship with Riccardo Adami, a highly capable engineer with a strong track record but a different approach. This partnership will be pivotal in determining Hamilton's ability to adapt to Ferrari's machinery and operational style. The process of building trust, refining communication, and aligning on strategy will take time, and in the high-stakes world of Formula One, time is a luxury often in short supply. Ferrari's car development philosophy will also present a new set of challenges for Hamilton. While Mercedes has consistently delivered cars that are not only fast but also reliable, predictable, and well-balanced, Ferrari's recent designs have been more erratic. The SF23, for instance, showed flashes of brilliance in qualifying but struggled with race pace, tire degradation, and reliability issues. These inconsistencies have often been exacerbated by strategic missteps, which have drawn criticism from fans and media alike. For Hamilton, this will mean adapting to a car that may not always perform as expected, requiring him to rely on his exceptional racecraft, tire management skills, and ability to think on his feet. His feedback will be crucial in guiding Ferrari's engineers to develop a car that aligns with his driving style. But this is a process that will require both time and a shared commitment to improvement. The Tifosi, Ferrari's passionate and vocal fanbase, will also play a significant role in Hamilton's experience. The Tifosi are unlike any other supporters in Formula One, their fervor and emotional investment in Ferrari creating an atmosphere that is both inspiring and intimidating. For Hamilton, every lap, every decision, and every word will be under intense scrutiny. Mistakes, whether on track or off, will not simply be seen as individual errors but as failings of a much larger magnitude. The Italian media, known for its relentless coverage of Ferrari, will amplify every success and failure, creating an environment where the pressure is constant and unrelenting. Hamilton's ability to navigate this scrutiny, maintain his focus, and use the Tifosi's energy as a source of motivation will be critical to his success. Hamilton's relationship with his teammate, Charles Leclerc, will also be a focal point of attention. Leclerc, Ferrari's homegrown talent and a driver of extraordinary skill, has established himself as a fan favorite and the future of the Scuderia. The dynamic between the two drivers will be closely watched, with every on-track battle and off-track interaction analyzed for signs of tension or harmony. Managing this relationship will be crucial, not only for Hamilton's own success but also for the overall performance of the team. Ferrari has a history of internal rivalries that have, at times, undermined its championship ambitions. Ensuring that both drivers feel supported while fostering a spirit of healthy competition will be one of the team's greatest challenges. Beyond the immediate pressures of racing, Hamilton's move to Ferrari would also carry significant symbolic weight. Ferrari represents a pinnacle of motorsport, and for Hamilton, joining the Scuderia would be an opportunity to cement his legacy in a way that few drivers have. Winning a championship with Ferrari would not only validate his status as one of the greatest drivers of all time, but also elevate him to an almost mythical status within the sport. However, this ambition comes with risks. Ferrari's recent struggles to consistently challenge for championships mean that success is far from guaranteed. For Hamilton, the decision to join Ferrari would be a calculated gamble, one that reflects his relentless drive for new challenges and his desire to continue pushing the boundaries of what is possible. Ultimately, Hamilton's potential move to Ferrari is about more than just racing. It is about legacy, ambition, and the pursuit of greatness in the face of immense challenges. It is a story of a driver who has already achieved everything in the sport yet remains hungry for more, willing to step out of his comfort zone and embrace the unknown. For Ferrari, it represents an opportunity to bring one of the most accomplished drivers in history into their fold, a chance to reignite their championship aspirations and reclaim their place at the top of Formula One. The intersection of these two titanic forces, Hamilton and Ferrari, creates a narrative that is as compelling as it is unpredictable, promising drama, excitement, and intrigue that will captivate fans and redefine the landscape of Formula One. Ferrari's journey into 2025 with Lewis Hamilton at the forefront represents not only a pivotal moment for the Scuderia, but also one of the most intriguing storylines in modern Formula One history. The combination of a legendary team and one of the sport's most successful drivers brings with it a palpable sense of anticipation and pressure. Central to this new chapter is Project 677, the code name for the car that Ferrari believes will finally allow them to reclaim their place at the pinnacle of motorsport. While much of the project remains shrouded in secrecy, the whispers coming out of Marinello suggest that this is not merely an evolution of previous cars but a revolutionary approach that could fundamentally change the competitive landscape of the sport. The power unit being developed for Project 677 has been described as a masterpiece of engineering, designed to overcome years of struggles with reliability while delivering raw performance that surpasses anything Ferrari has previously produced. It is rumored to feature a completely reimagined hybrid system, utilizing advanced energy recovery techniques to maximize efficiency without sacrificing horsepower. Engineers have reportedly focused on enhancing the thermal efficiency of the internal combustion engine, achieving figures that were once thought to be impossible within the constraints of current regulations. These advancements, combined with cutting-edge turbocharger technology and a refined MGUH system, aim to give Ferrari an edge not only in qualifying but also in race conditions, where energy deployment and fuel efficiency play a critical role. The aerodynamic philosophy of Project 677 marks another significant departure from Ferrari's past designs. Drawing heavily from concepts pioneered in endurance racing, the car is expected to incorporate a highly sophisticated ground effect system, utilizing airflow under the car to generate unprecedented levels of downforce. This approach not only increases cornering speeds but also enhances stability, particularly in high-speed sections of circuits. The team has also worked extensively on reducing drag without compromising the car's aerodynamic efficiency, a balance that has often eluded them in recent years. Ferrari's wind tunnel data reportedly indicates that the 677 will be one of the most aerodynamically efficient cars on the grid, a factor that could prove decisive in the battle against Red Bull's dominant RB models and Mercedes' continually evolving designs. Weight reduction has been another cornerstone of the 677 project. Ferrari's engineers have gone to extraordinary lengths to create a chassis that is as light as possible, while maintaining the structural integrity required to withstand the immense forces generated during a Grand Prix. Advanced materials, including carbon titanium composites and innovative bonding techniques, have been employed to ensure that the car remains robust yet agile. The suspension system has been completely redesigned to optimize mechanical grip and improve tire management, areas that have often been a weakness for Ferrari in the hybrid era. Additionally, the car's balance and weight distribution have been fine-tuned to align perfectly with Hamilton's driving style, ensuring he can extract maximum performance in every situation, from tight hairpins to long straights. Project 677 is not just about technical innovation, it also represents a cultural transformation within Ferrari. Over the past few years, the team has faced criticism for strategic errors, inconsistent performance, and a lack of adaptability under pressure. In response, Ferrari's leadership has undertaken a comprehensive overhaul of their operational structure. New personnel have been brought in from rival teams, including experts in race strategy, data analysis, and pit stop execution. These hires are part of a broader effort to ensure that Ferrari leaves no stone unturned in their pursuit of perfection. The team has also invested heavily in simulation technology, allowing them to test countless scenarios and optimize their decision-making processes well before race day. Hamilton's arrival at Ferrari has injected a new sense of urgency and belief into the team. His reputation as a relentless competitor and his ability to perform under pressure have already had a noticeable impact on the development process. Hamilton has been deeply involved in the car's design, providing feedback on everything from the steering feedback to the cockpit layout. His experience and insight have proven invaluable in identifying areas where Ferrari can gain a competitive edge, particularly in terms of setup optimization and race strategy. For Hamilton, the move to Ferrari represents an opportunity to not only extend his legacy but also achieve something truly historic, delivering Ferrari their first Drivers' Championship since 2007 and potentially securing an unprecedented 8th title for himself. The broader context of the 2025 season adds another layer of intrigue to Ferrari's ambitions. Red Bull remains the benchmark, with Adrian Newey's engineering brilliance continuing to produce cars that dominate both qualifying and race conditions. Mercedes, meanwhile, has been quietly refining their designs, determined to return to the top after several seasons of playing catch-up. For Ferrari, the challenge is not just to compete with these teams, but to surpass them on a consistent basis. The margins at the top of Formula One are incredibly small, and any misstep, whether in car development, race strategy, or reliability, can be the difference between victory and defeat. As the countdown to the new season continues, the stakes for Ferrari and Hamilton could not be higher. Project 677 is more than just a car, it is a symbol of hope, redemption, and ambition. For Ferrari, it represents a chance to restore their legacy as the most successful and revered team in Formula One. For Hamilton, it is an opportunity to achieve immortality by doing what many thought was impossible, bringing Ferrari back to the summit of the sport and securing his place as the greatest driver of all time. The pressure, the expectations, and the potential rewards are immense. But if there is one team and one driver capable of rising to the occasion, it is Ferrari and Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari ahead of the 2025 Formula One season represents one of the most significant shifts in the sport's modern history, a seismic moment that transcends mere driver transfers and delves into the realms of legacy, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. This decision, which sent shockwaves through the paddock and the fanbase, encapsulates the mutual need between a driver who has achieved nearly everything there is to accomplish in Formula One and a team desperate to recapture the dominance that has eluded them for over a decade. It is a story not just of technical collaboration but of cultural transformation, uniting the sport's most decorated driver with its most iconic team in a bid to rewrite history. Hamilton's arrival at Ferrari signifies far more than just a new chapter in his career. It is a calculated gamble for both parties. For Hamilton, it is an opportunity to step into the annals of history in a way no other driver of his generation could. 7 world titles, countless race wins, and a litany of records already define his career, but achieving success with Ferrari would elevate his legacy to a near-mythical level. The allure of reviving the prancing horse's fortunes, following in the footsteps of legends like Michael Schumacher, Niki Lauda, and Alberto Ascari, adds a layer of complexity and pressure that only a driver of Hamilton's caliber could shoulder. For Ferrari, this partnership is a declaration of intent, a statement that they are willing to do whatever it takes, spare no resource, leave no stone unturned, to return to the top of Formula One. The technical collaboration between Hamilton and Ferrari has already begun to generate intrigue and anticipation. Ferrari's 2025 challenger, the SF677, represents a culmination of lessons learned from years of near misses, operational missteps, and a grueling developmental process aimed at regaining competitive parity with Red Bull and Mercedes. Hamilton's role in shaping this car cannot be overstated. His ability to deconstruct the nuances of car performance, identifying inefficiencies and untapped potential, is among his greatest assets. Ferrari's engineers, led by Enrico Cardile and Enrico Gualtieri, are already benefiting from his unparalleled feedback. Hamilton's reputation as a driver who can feel and articulate the most subtle variations in balance, grip, and aerodynamic load is well earned. These insights will not only guide Ferrari in optimizing the car's baseline performance, but will also inform their development trajectory as the season unfolds. However, the challenges facing Ferrari and Hamilton in this partnership are monumental. Red Bull's dominance under Adrian Newey's aerodynamic brilliance has set a benchmark that every team aspires to match. Their 2025 car is expected to build upon the strengths of its predecessors, leveraging Newey's continued exploration of underfloor aerodynamics and energy recovery systems. Mercedes, too, poses a significant threat, with their rumored revolutionary sidepod design and emphasis on lightweight materials. Both teams have mastered the art of in-season development, a critical area where Ferrari has often faltered in recent years. For Ferrari to compete on equal footing, their operational efficiency, strategic acumen, and reliability must reach new heights. Hamilton's influence will extend far beyond the driver's seat. His arrival brings with it an undeniable shift in the team's culture and mindset. Ferrari, a team historically known for its internal politics and occasional lack of cohesion, will need to adapt to Hamilton's demanding yet collaborative approach. His high expectations, not just for performance but for accountability and transparency, will likely challenge Ferrari's traditional ways of working. Team principal Fred Vasseur will play a pivotal role in managing this transition, ensuring that the synergy between Hamilton, his engineers, and his teammate thrives under the intense scrutiny of the media and the ever-passionate Tifosi. The dynamics within the team will be further complicated by the presence of Charles Leclerc, Ferrari's prodigious talent and the face of their long-term project until Hamilton's arrival. Leclerc, while publicly welcoming the challenge, will undoubtedly face immense pressure to prove himself against a driver of Hamilton's stature. The intra-team battle will not only test their personal relationship, but could also influence the team's overall trajectory in the championship. Ferrari will need to strike a delicate balance, ensuring both drivers feel supported while prioritizing the broader objective of reclaiming the constructors' and drivers' titles. Off-track, Hamilton's influence as a global icon will amplify Ferrari's brand presence and commercial appeal. His activism, charisma, and ability to connect with fans across diverse demographics will bring a fresh dimension to Ferrari's public image. This partnership is as much about the narrative as it is about performance. Hamilton driving for Ferrari is a storyline that transcends Formula One, capturing the imagination of fans, sponsors, and even casual observers. The pressure to deliver on this promise, however, will be relentless. Every race, every qualifying session, and every team decision will be scrutinized through the lens of this high-stakes collaboration. The 2025 season itself promises to be one of the most competitive in recent memory. The introduction of new regulations aimed at reducing aerodynamic wake and improving overtaking opportunities will challenge teams to rethink their design philosophies. Tire strategies will play an even greater role, with Pirelli introducing a new compound range that prioritizes consistency over outright performance, forcing teams to optimize setups for longer stints. The calendar, with a record number of races, including a mix of classic circuits and newer additions, will test the endurance of teams and drivers alike. Ferrari's ability to adapt to these variables, leveraging Hamilton's strategic insights and racecraft, could be the deciding factor in their championship quest. For Hamilton, the decision to join Ferrari represents the ultimate test of his career. It is not merely about adding another title to his collection, but about proving that his greatness transcends the machinery at his disposal. The challenge of taking a team that has struggled for consistency and transforming them into world champions is one that very few would dare to take on. It is a journey fraught with risks, political, technical, and reputational, but it is precisely these challenges that make the potential rewards so enticing. If successful, Hamilton's partnership with Ferrari would be a triumph not just of skill but of determination, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. The 2025 season will be remembered as a defining chapter in Formula One history, a narrative driven by the convergence of ambition, legacy, and innovation. At its center will be Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari, a partnership that embodies the very essence of what makes the sport so compelling: the unyielding desire to push beyond limits, to defy expectations, and to achieve greatness. Whether this bold experiment succeeds or falters, it will undoubtedly leave an indelible mark on the sport, reshaping the landscape of competition and inspiring generations to come. The air is thick with anticipation as the pre-season testing for the 2025 Formula One season approaches. The excitement among fans, pundits, and teams is palpable, a shared understanding that this year is shaping up to be unlike any other. Whispers from the paddock have hinted at revolutionary developments, bold risks, and seismic shifts in the competitive landscape. Every team, every driver, every engineer is aware that the stakes have never been higher. The world of Formula One, already known for its relentless pursuit of perfection, is poised to deliver a season filled with drama, innovation, and the unyielding pursuit of glory. The centerpiece of all this buzz? Lewis Hamilton's shocking move to Ferrari and the launch of their highly anticipated challenger, the SF677. Hamilton's departure from Mercedes, the team with which he achieved 6 of his 7 world titles, was nothing short of a bombshell. After years of dominating the sport and cementing his status as one of the greatest drivers in history, his decision to join Ferrari has shifted the narrative of the sport entirely. This is not just a story about a driver switching teams. It is a saga of ambition, legacy, and the relentless drive for greatness. Hamilton has never been one to shy away from challenges, but this move represents the biggest gamble of his illustrious career. The allure of Ferrari, the most iconic and historically significant team in Formula One, is undeniable. For Hamilton, this is a chance to etch his name into the sport's history in a way that transcends statistics and championships. If he can bring Ferrari back to the top after years of near misses and frustration, his legacy will ascend to unparalleled heights. Ferrari's last Drivers' Championship was in 2007 with Kimi Räikkönen, and since then, the Scuderia has been plagued by inconsistency, internal turmoil, and operational errors at critical moments. The Tifosi, Ferrari's passionate and devoted fan base, have endured years of heartbreak, waiting for the day their beloved team would rise again. Now, with Hamilton behind the wheel and a renewed sense of purpose within the team, the expectations are astronomical. The SF677, rumored to be a technical masterpiece, represents the culmination of years of research, innovation, and lessons learned from past failures. Ferrari has promised a car that is not only fast but also reliable, a combination that has eluded them in recent seasons. Early reports suggest that the car features revolutionary aerodynamic concepts designed to optimize cornering performance while maintaining straight-line speed, an area where Ferrari has historically struggled against the likes of Red Bull and Mercedes. The partnership between Hamilton and Ferrari is more than just a driver and a car, it is the merging of two titanic forces in the sport. Hamilton brings with him a wealth of experience, an unrelenting competitive spirit, and a reputation for extracting every ounce of performance from his machinery. Ferrari, on the other hand, offers a platform steeped in history, prestige, and an unparalleled global following. Together, they represent the perfect storm of talent, ambition, and resources. However, the road to success is fraught with challenges. Ferrari's operational errors in recent years have been well documented, and the pressure to deliver under the scrutiny of millions will test every facet of the team's resilience. Hamilton, too, faces the daunting task of adapting to a new environment, a new team culture, and a car that will undoubtedly feel very different from the Mercedes machinery he has mastered over the years. The competitive landscape in 2025 adds another layer of complexity to this unfolding drama. Red Bull Racing, led by the indomitable Max Verstappen, remains the benchmark. Verstappen, now a three-time world champion, has shown no signs of slowing down. With Adrian Newey continuing to push the boundaries of car design, the RB20 is expected to be a formidable contender. Red Bull's ability to innovate within the constraints of the regulations has been a hallmark of their success, and they are determined to maintain their dominance. Meanwhile, Mercedes enters a new era without Hamilton. George Russell, now the de facto team leader, is joined by Lando Norris in what promises to be a dynamic and youthful driver lineup. The question remains whether Mercedes can return to their winning ways after a challenging 2024 season. Elsewhere on the grid, Aston Martin continues to rise under the leadership of Fernando Alonso, who defies expectations with every passing year. McLaren, buoyed by a strong finish to the previous season, has invested heavily in their infrastructure and personnel, aiming to return to the front of the grid. Even midfield teams like Alpine and Williams are showing signs of progress, ensuring that the battle for points will be as intense as ever. Every team, every driver, and every decision will play a role in shaping what is already being heralded as a defining season in Formula One history. Off the track, the sport itself is undergoing significant transformations. The 2025 season will feature new venues in emerging markets, further expanding Formula One's global reach. However, this growth is not without controversy. Questions about sustainability, the increasing costs of participation, and the impact of expanding calendars on teams and drivers are becoming louder. For Ferrari, a return to championship glory would reaffirm their position as the pinnacle of motorsport excellence. For Hamilton, it is an opportunity to redefine what it means to be the greatest of all time. His journey to Ferrari is not just about chasing an eighth title, it is about proving that greatness transcends numbers and statistics. The human element of this story is impossible to ignore. Hamilton's relationship with Charles Leclerc, Ferrari's homegrown star, will be under intense scrutiny. Leclerc, who has carried the hopes of the Tifosi for years, now faces the challenge of sharing the spotlight with a driver of Hamilton's stature. Will they push each other to new heights, or will internal rivalry undermine Ferrari's campaign? The dynamic between the two drivers, as well as their ability to work together, could be the key to unlocking Ferrari's potential. As the first test session looms, the questions are endless. Will the SF677 live up to the immense expectations placed upon it? Can Ferrari overcome their past mistakes and execute flawlessly under pressure? Will Hamilton's gamble pay off, or will the weight of history and competition prove insurmountable? The answers will unfold in what promises to be one of the most dramatic, unpredictable, and unforgettable seasons in Formula One history. Every race, every lap, every decision will carry the weight of destiny. This is not just a season, it is a moment in time that will define the future of the sport and its legends. The journey has only just begun, and the world is watching. Buckle up, because this ride is going to be one for the ages.